Hey, welcome back to We Watched a Movie. I'm Mike. He's Jay. And today we have another Netflix nuggets for you. The film Puncture, starring Chris Evans and Edward Cullen. No, wait.
Twilight? Vampires?
Don't get excited, girls. What's it? Brett Cullen.
Edward's dad.
Father.
We watched a movie. Yeah. We watched a movie.
Chris Evans' character. Him and his friend have a small lawyer firm, and they usually take on like traffic incidents and things like that. They come across a case of this girl who worked in a hospital. She was a nurse, but she stuck herself with a needle while trying to help a patient, and she got AIDS from it. And apparently this was an epidemic. This happened a lot because they used these needles that weren't safe. Well, this guy created this safety needle, but they couldn't get any of the hospitals to buy it because of corporate greed and money and things like that. Yeah. They already had these deals with these big wigs, and they weren't going to let it happen. So they discover they have a case, and he wants to take on the corporate world.
It's an underdog story.
What do you think about this movie, Jay?
Hold on a second. Do that because that's what Chris Evans is all about in this movie.
Yeah.
But he was great. I don't know. And, you know, Chris Evans' character in this movie was really like. I've never seen a lawyer that's a rock star at the same time. Like, he really was like a rock and roll guy. Yeah. And I think he played that part to perfection. I really do. And you know, before that, like, I'd always kind of assumed Chris Evans was more of a comedic actor. I know he did Captain America, which was an awesome serious role, but this one really was more of a human story. I don't know. Overall, the story was really good. Like, I didn't know if I'd like it or not, but when I watched it, I was like the first 15 minutes of the movie, I was like drawn in. I wanted to see what happened next. Chris Evans' is partner in it. He's kind of a whiny guy. Yeah. But this movie's really about Chris Evans.
Yeah, it's kind of a character study.
Yeah, and he goes from being like all about not caring about his life and then trying to clean himself up to get this case, take this case because he believes in it, and then it's just a loop-de-loop.
He's got all this stuff going against him, and he's got these self-destructive tendencies. And the movie's kind of about what happens when you know, kind of a loser, I guess you would say,
yeah, takes
all his self-destructive tendencies and takes all the things wrong with him, and he puts it into something bigger for the better good, right? Yeah, yeah. And it's about him struggling with all the problems he already has. He wants to take on the world with this case. Him walking that line and seeing someone who's so messed up take on something so big, yeah, is really interesting to watch, and especially because he plays the character so well.
I liked how they showed the metamorphosis from when he went from not caring and then he goes from caring. I mean, I don't know. There was some parts in it that were just, I mean, come on. Like, every time, like, he's obviously a habitual drug user.
Right.
And he screws prostitutes and all that stuff. Now, I understand that. But, like, every scene, he'd be smoking a crack pipe. Then he'd be shooting heroin. Yeah. Then he'd be doing coke. Then he'd be smoking weed. I was like, oh, we get it. You're a druggie. I understand.
That's true. Like, every 5 seconds, it was like, hold on.
That's what he did all the whole movie.
Yeah.
That one part with the Sinners was really uncomfortable.
Yeah.
When she's like, you got some coke under your nose. He was like, oh. Yeah.
He didn't even say anything. He's like.
It was funny, though, if she'd been like, cocaine. 7.5 out of 10. This is a definite check out on Netflix. I think everybody should watch this movie.
I give it an 8.5 out of 10. I absolutely love this movie. It's one of those movies that I'm looking forward to watching again. And what's your favorite Chris Evans movie, guys? That's the question. This is my favorite Chris Evans movie. Puncture's my favorite. It trumps what would have been either Sunshine or Captain America for me. What about you?
Not another team movie.
He wasn't. Yeah, he was.
Yeah, he was. He was the lead guy. But I mean, he was really funny in that. But Captain America was probably always going to be in my heart.
Really?
In my hearts of heart.
Yeah. Hey, definitely watch this movie, guys. It's a really good movie to check out. We'll see you next time here on Netflix Nuggets.
See you guys. It's an underwear story. It really is.
It's a drug-fueled underall story.
Yes, it is.
Underalls.
Under Armour. And ambulance
chasers. Yeah, stuff like that.
You said ambulance?
Ambulance. Yeah, they're just sitting there, and she's like, how long do we have? He's like, I don't know, like 20 minutes or something. She's like, you want a hand job?
Yeah, but he wasn't just sitting there, dude. He was actually writing. And she's like, you want a hand job? He's like, yeah. My rating scale on the new rating scale, or my rating on the new rating scale.
Because it's like that girl in a horror movie. It's like, no, don't go in there.
Don't do it.
No, don't go, Bobby. You know, but he's like, no, don't do it. We don't have the money. We can't do this. And the whole time, Chris Evans is like, F you. I'm doing it.